Hey everybody, we're back. If you're new, thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon, that's Coco. Click that subscribe button please, and if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Okay, so today's video is going to be a quick video. I am just going to quickly show y'all the differences between these two Hindash palettes. This one is the Beautopsy Pressed Pigment palette. This one is the Monochromance. I guess Crymance, like romance, I don't know. I'm gonna do an in-depth video on this later, but because I had just reviewed this palette, this is the look I have, so I thought let's just do a quick comparison of these, and then I will actually dive into this one later, and I will try to link it whenever it is done. Or you can push the subscribe button and the notification, and you will be notified whenever this video is done, when I'm actually done like playing with it and testing it out. I actually ordered this one, and then I got, where did it go? I got Boyfriend Tears, I think that's what it's called. Boy Tears. It's called Boy Tears. I think these both retail for $70. Let me double check. Yep, so $70, but actually on Cult Beauty it's $81.42, so why would you spend more? Maybe get free shipping. But $70 for each of these, and then the Boyfriend Tears I believe was $25? Yep, $25 for the Boy Tears. I think I kept calling it Boyfriend Tears when I was filming my last video, but Boy Tears, $25, each palette $70. You do have to pay shipping. It was like $15. I think my total was like $105, and I had to spend like $60 something more to be able to get free shipping. So to get free shipping, you have to buy a lot of stuff. It's just, you suck it up, pay the $15. It comes from like DHL or something, but it didn't take that long to actually get here. So what we're gonna do in this video, I have used this palette a number of times. I'll link my review of it when I first got it, but I love this palette as an awesome, awesome travel palette. You can do everything you have. For me, I like used it today. I use this for setting powder. I use this as a bronzer. I use this darkest shade all the way here to line the top of my lids. I've used these as blushes here. I've used these to fill in my brows because I do like to use a powder. I feel like just all around, you can do pretty much anything with this outside of foundation and highlighter. Now, if you're an actual makeup artist, I saw on his website where he used these lighter shades as actual highlighters. I don't know if in real life that's gonna look good, but what we're gonna do today is I'm going to do 3, 3, 3 all the way down, and then 3, 3, 3 for this palette so we can see an even comparison. What I would be interested in seeing is whether or not one day he comes out with a highlighter palette or like all shimmer palette, because I was hoping when I first did my video on this Beautopsy palette, I was hoping like, oh, I hope he comes out with like an all shimmer palette, and he didn't. This was the next one he came out with, which he came out with fairly recently. And you have these three. I just feel like the concept behind this is so intriguing. On my skin, it's really hard to see some of those shades, but as we get farther down, you'll really be able to see them. So then that's the next row. I feel like it's really hard to pick it up on my skin tone, and I feel like I'm also gonna run out of arm space here because you have so many options in this gradient thing that he has going on. See, yeah, now you're gonna be able to start seeing them a little bit better. This palette is one of those palettes. I feel like you don't get that much gradient things happening here. If this was a little lighter, maybe I would like that more, but generally speaking, it's not really a big issue. I take this when we're traveling, and I mean, it does its job. The color payoff is nice. I feel like it's not showing up as well as it does in person or when you're working with it. I'm gonna try to keep it all on this arm so we can do a side-by-side thing. So here we're on our last one, and that's what that is. And see how, like, I like to use an eyeshadow as a liner, and this is perfect for me. So this is that palette all the way down, 3, 3, and 3. And obviously you could probably do 4. I have big old fingers, so it'd be hard for me to stick 4 fingers in there. But you have so many different shades that you can get from this one palette that it's just, I mean, look at the options here. They're almost endless until you get to the second palette that he came out with, and you're like, oh, if you have both of these, you're good. If you could turn around and get a shimmer one like this, that would mean, like, I feel like for a makeup artist this would be great, but if you could get these two and then a shimmer version, what else would you need in life? Really, what else? It would literally cover everything. Think of it like, what if these were shimmers? Think of all of the possibilities. Just, one thing I find really odd about these is that they're not as popular, I feel like, and it could be because of the price point that they're at. Okay, so I did it this way, so I need to do this, this, this. Okay, so we're gonna go this way, this way. Like I said, the top shades really don't show up that well on me. When I do use them, I use them as setting powders or a lighter shade if I need to tone something down in an eyeshadow look that I've done. But anyway, back to it. The reason I feel like these palettes don't get, I feel like they're not getting the recognition that they should on YouTube. It could be because they're very expensive and could possibly be intimidating. If you don't really want to play with color or you like something that's simple, because $70 is expensive. But let's be honest, some of us are paying $125 for the Mothership palettes. You know, we're paying for the Charlotte Tilbury, for the Bridgerton collabs. We're paying, you know, because I think I paid $60 something for 6 eyeshadows in the Bridgerton Charlotte Tilbury collab. So, I mean, is it unrealistic to spend, oh, I did that backwards, my bad, y'all. Is it unrealistic to spend $70 on something like this when you could do eyeshadow, blush, brows, like you can do a number of different things versus 6 eyeshadows? And I'm not saying that those 6 eyeshadows aren't well made, because they are very well made, but this just gives you all the options. And these purples, I really want to play with this, but I did a different video and I was like, okay, let's go ahead, look at this. Look at that. I said, let's go ahead and do just a quick comparison and then we'll come back to this as a video later. Okay, and then we have the blue here. Whenever we go to Vegas or anything, I always bring my Hindash palette because it just does pretty much everything you need it to do. Everything you would want it to do, it does. I feel like the swatches don't give it justice, don't do it justice for what it is. It could just be that I'm darker skin tone. And like in here, these are kind of my own skin tone shade, and even like there's a swatch up here, you're not going to be able to see it, but there's like a few swatches here. I feel like just with my skin tone, they don't show up as well as they would on someone who's lighter, but that doesn't necessarily mean I couldn't use the palette. Okay, and then this is that, and like I said, I feel like you're not seeing the full potential in just the swatches. When we turn around and we play with it, I think we'll really be able to see what this can do, because I know the quality is there. It's the same quality as this palette. Okay, so here are the two, and I feel like the swatches don't do it justice. Don't mind my ashy elbows. But I feel like these two palettes, I just honestly, I feel like if I could get a shimmer one, I don't know what else I would need in life. I mean, obviously I would buy everything else there was, but would I really need it? I don't think so. I think these cover anything and everything. And I also feel like if you're a makeup artist, this would just declutter so much for you. If you have to travel and do someone's makeup, you wouldn't have to bring as much, and it just gives you all of the options. Okay, so these two are fairly similar. There are some differences. Maybe I would like to see a little bit more of a difference between them, just because, you know, $70 is a lot of money for a single palette. And these are cardboard. They're not like a cheap cardboard. They feel like a good quality cardboard. You get a mirror in here, but it's still cardboard. But then at the same time, Charlotte Tilbury also comes out with some cardboard shit, and it's like, for the price, don't give me cardboard. You know, even Too Faced, what was the Sunset Strip palette? Cardboard. For the prices we're paying, stop giving us cardboard. You know, that's a little ridiculous. But I do feel,
I got 2 of them.
I do have 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do feel like those blush shades are very similar, and for the price, I would like to see a little bit more of a difference there, but it's kind of like on the color spectrum, how different can you go? You know, I love this as a blush, but I've seen people use this as an eyeshadow, and it's just like, phew, mind blown. It's gorgeous. Am I going to use this? I watched Alexandria, I'll link her and I'll try to maybe get a screenshot of the look she came up with, but she used this and I was just like, it looked amazing. Like, don't be scared of it. It looked, whatever she came up with, it looked great. So anyway, that is that. That is that. And then we do have the boy tears. I kept calling it boyfriend tears. I used that today on the inner corners here. I used it as my highlighter on my nose and my cheeks. I am obsessed with it. What I will say is it dries pretty quickly, so you've got to work with it, especially in here. It was a little difficult for me, so you got to be quick. Okay, the thing about this one is you can go like super highlighter. Like, whoa, let's get like real highlight going. Let's strobe. Let's put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? Or, and I'll do it down here, you can do it very sheared out. And I feel like not a lot of highlighters give you this option. So you see this one and it's like, boom, this is in your face. Then you have this one that's subtle, but you can sheer it out even more. You can have a really sheer, beautiful, like just a light highlighter. Or you can go, I'm a disco ball, like, so you can sheer this out a lot, or you can go full on disco ball with it, and that's what I love. I kind of did a little bit, I was a little bit nervous. This was my first time using it when I did my makeup today, and I was just like, I dabbed a little, I used my fingers to put it on. It does dry really, like it's dry now. This is dry. I wonder, can we blend it some? Can we wipe it off? Yeah, see, and when you wipe it off, it doesn't look good when you wipe that off. It has a tacky texture almost to your fingers, but it'll dry really quickly. It wipes off fairly easily too. Like, you know, not mad at it. Would I recommend these? I feel like that is situational. What I mean by situational is, do you have $70 to spend on an eyeshadow palette plus the $15 shipping? So, you know, $85 on an eyeshadow or on a face palette. Do you have that? And if you do, is this actually something you're going to use? Is this something that you're not going to be intimidated by and you're going to work with and try out and play with? Because I feel like it's very odd that they're not, you know, tons and tons of videos on this. Like, if Too Faced came out with a new chocolate bar, you would see 100 videos on this. I feel like there are not hundreds of videos on these even combined. I think the quality is there. I feel like even though, oh man, see, this is another thing with that packaging though. The baby wipe sat on it and the packaging is a little messed up now. So I would really rather not have that, but I feel like that's the only downfall. I do think that when I get around to playing with this palette and using this palette, I don't think I will use it as much as a face palette like I was with this one. This one, you know, I was able to set under my eyes. I was able to fill in my eyebrows. I was able to have liner. I was able to have blush and eyeshadow and all of these things. I feel like with this palette, it's gonna more so be blush and eyeshadow. I don't think you get a dark enough shade for me personally to, maybe I could use this here to fill in my brows, but I like something significantly darker, I think, so I doubt I would use that. I wouldn't use any of these as a dark liner on my eyelids. So I feel like you get less with this as far as face, you know, what all you can do. Where this one gives you eyeshadow, blush, face, liner, you know, this one I feel like just gives you a little bit more. If I had to choose between the two, which would I choose? I would easily choose this one, just because although Alexandria used this blue, I probably won't. Okay, yeah, so I had to go help one of the kids do something. So yeah, the blue I probably wouldn't use. It looked amazing on her. Am I gonna use it? Most likely not. Purples, they're nice. How much am I gonna use them? Probably not as much. I feel like what I probably would use more so would be these three here. And I feel like, okay, 3, that's half of it. Is it really worth it? I don't know. I might use this one too. So let's say I would use 4. Likely to use these, not likely. If you look at this palette, you can tell that it's been used. I use this for my brows. I use it as an eyeshadow. I use these all as eyeshadows, liner, blush, eyeshadow, all across, blush. I've used all of these. Every single one I have used and will use for some reason or another, whether it is face or eyes or whatever it is, contouring. Use this today for contouring actually, and bronzer. I used this darker shade in here. So I mean, I feel like this, for me personally, this is a better value because I'm going to use the entire thing. This one, thank you, Coco. This one is nice. But like I said, I'm not going to use the entire thing, so I think it depends on, if these are shades you would use also, then go for it, but for me, they're not. I mean, I'm going to keep it. I don't think I can return it, and I like the palette anyway. Like, I'm going to play around with it, but just throwing that out there. That's my opinion. That's the highlighter. That's my, you know, that's my overall of overall. Like I said, I am going to do a full review. I'm going to play with the palette. I'm going to do a look, see how that comes out. I know the quality is there, but I'm going to play around with it, see what I come up with whenever that video comes out. If you click the subscribe and the little bell button, you'll get notified, and it'll say like, hey, Twins Times 2 came out with Hindash blah blah blah, you know, thing, and then you can watch it there. Oh, you know what? Not loving it. Look at this. Okay, turn the light down so you can see, but can you see where that water damaged it? Not loving that. And then you can see, oh, it's on Coco's face. That is definitely not ideal. So that is not something that I want to happen. I feel like this palette is now damaged. This water damage is just going to be there, and it's going to be risen. So I'm not happy about that, also because I generally have baby wipes all over the place because I'm wiping stuff. So that's really not ideal. Hindash, I want you to work on that one. If I'm being honest, that's probably the only downfall, is it is made out of cardboard. And even the Too Faced, where is that? Oh, I just put it up. Even the new Too Faced Sunset Strip, that wouldn't have happened because it has like some kind of film type of thing over it. This is just like straight up cardboard. So I'm kind of mad about that. If I'm being honest, I'm a little bit pissed off right now. I'm not pissed off, but I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, so that's my thoughts on it. Like I said, we'll do a review soon. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the bell, and all those good things. Bye! You're not even saying bye anymore, dude.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I need to run to the corner store. I need to run to the corner store really quickly, and then
I want to come.
I think it's better if you just stay home. Holy shit, it's 6 o'clock. So charming. Your baby is so cute. We love to feature your baby on our brand as an ambassador. Coco, someone wants you to be a brand ambassador. They're so full of shit.
No.
I know, they're lying.
No.
They just want me to go and buy their clothes and then advertise it. Oh, someone said you make the cutest babies. Look, that's Coco. Y'all want to see? Oh, Coco, and then swipe. Oh, that's wrong. Coco, cute little baby.
Yeah.
And then, how do you swipe, dude? Ah, then that was Coco today. That's our Instagram. Go follow our Instagram, Twins Times 2. How cute you look today. I can't believe it's 6 o'clock.
I can't get to the car.
I know. It's 6 o'clock. If I start doing your hair now, I'm gonna be up till midnight.
It's been to midnight.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
What's tomorrow? Oh, I gotta get my
What's
lashes.
tomorrow?
Okay, so tomorrow after, we'll tie your hair up.
Tie your hair up.
Yeah, and then tomorrow we'll do your hair because after I get my lashes done, we're gonna be home all day. I am looking hot today.
I like you hot today.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Hindash.
Okay, done with the lipstick.
Difference there. That's, you know.
I'm making brown.
She's making brown. That's not, well, let's not do that.
Brown.
Yeah. Nice. Like your hair, Coco?
No.
No, why? It's beautiful. We'll braid it in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. New blush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming, yeah. Yeah, went poo-poo, so let me go wipe her bow tie. I'm coming. One of the kids needed some help. Eyeshadow, probably